he said. "You hear that song playing on the radio? Well, honey, that's where I am today. My give a damn don't give a damn if you drive a Mercedes or a rusted-out pickup. I just want to know if you've got insurance. Hell, I don't know what Dad keeps on the old vehicles, but insurance wouldn't pay for your car. I never touched you. That was your accident," he said. "But you caused it," she argued. "It wasn't me. Sue the damned deer." Larissa's emotions began to let her down. She should be mad as hell that he was the cause of her precious car being tail up, nose down in the ditch. But all she wanted to do was kiss his lips. "Oh, no," she exclaimed and turned pale. Had the wreck stirred up the dormant genes she'd gotten from her mother? She was thinking like Doreen for the first time in her life. That was scarier than facing a forest fire with a cup of water and no backup plan. He took a step forward. "What? Are you going to faint or something?" "No, I'm not going to faint. What do we do now?" She'd give up chocolate before she told a perfect stranger that she'd been thinking about her mother. She didn't even tell her best friends about Doreen. Hell, she didn't tell her enemies about Doreen. He removed his sunglasses and straw hat and looked at the two vehicles. He had dark hair and whiskey-colored eyes. She forgot all about the deer, the wreck, her mother, and even her fancy car. The late afternoon breeze carried his shaving lotion toward her. That did it. Stetson always made her think about satin sheets, candles, and vintage wine. He looked like the devil in disguise in that open shirt. Stetson made him smell like the devil. His voice was deep and southern and made her insides go all mushy. Lucifer had arrived in the flesh. Every single thing that the former owners of the Honky Tonk, Daisy and Kathy, had told her they'd experienced the first time they'd seen their future husbands had happened in the past 10 minutes. Emotional roller coaster, physical attraction, and anger. Larissa Morley was not interested in long-term relationships, so he could take a teaspoon and dig his way back to hell with it. She was not taking the bait. "That damn deer jumped right out in front of me. I stomped the brakes but hit it anyway. If you hadn't thought right fast, your car would have slammed into my truck. It was pretty damn good defensive driving," he said in a deep Texas drawl that went from harsh to soft. "Don't try to butter me up, mister. If my car has so much as a scratch on the paint, you will fix it," she said. Larissa was beginning to understand her mother's taste in men a hell of a lot better. Doreen would have taken time to touch up her makeup and spray on a bit of perfume before she got out of the car. She would have waited for the cowboy to help her up to the top of the ditch and then swooned so he'd catch her. All Larissa could do was keep her mouth shut to keep from drooling. "I keep telling you that it's the deer's fault. Call the police, and we'll both tell them what happened. They'll declare it a no-fault accident. Hell, I didn't even see you in my rear view. I didn't know you were there until I got out of the truck," he said. "Oh, all right. I'll call Luther to come haul us out of the ditch. He can take you and that truck home. It isn't going anywhere but the body shop or the junk pile. Want him to take it to one of them rather than back to your place?" she asked. He shook his head slowly. "It'll have to go home. That's Dad's favorite old truck. He may shed tears." Her voice sounded almost normal when she said, "That's your problem, not mine. I'm calling Luther." "Does he work for a tow company?" he asked. "He's the bouncer at the Honky Tonk. He works for an oil company, but he's got access to a tow truck," she said. "Oh," he said flatly. He put his sunglasses back on so he could really look at the woman. It damn sure wasn't the way he wanted to meet Larissa Morley. She was prettier than the pictures his investigator had taken, and a lot smaller. He'd expected someone like Kathy Odell, 6 feet tall and practically bulletproof. But Larissa wasn't anything like Kathy. She was smaller, had thick black hair, lips made for kissing, and a body that filled out those jeans really well. She eased back down the ditch to turn off the car's engine and retrieve her cell phone. Her purse had turned upside down on the floorboard, and the phone had slid under the passenger seat. She looked like a contortionist as she stretched out across the driver's seat and console and fished around until she finally found it. Hank went back to the truck and groaned again when he saw the bash.